Genny works for me too. Used to just call her Genny. Now we call her Tortoise Genny. Nobody knows too much about her, but she's in charge of the entire breeding program on the ranch, and she gets them females to lay them eggs, and they incubate them. She helps them dig the holes that they put the little eggs in. Eggs are about that big. Put them eggs in, and she, if it wasn't for Genny with a G. She makes sure that we call her Tortoise Genny, always with a G, Tortoise Genny. If it wasn't for her, our breeding program would be non-existent. And I've nominated or mentioned to the North Texas Stockmen's Association that she ought to have some kind of an award or something. They look at me funny about that. I think they're too tied up with horses and cows and that kind of thing. They're not accustomed to these other animals. Reptiles to them is some damn snake that you shoot or something. I don't know, or a little iguana, or I don't know. But them people, they're Texans. They're kind of backwards. It's what it is. I mean, I don't like to say it, but it is what it is. They don't know nothing about they don't know straight up about a tortoise. In fact, Genny's story is kind of like the story in the famous cowboy song, Little Joe the Wrangler. Many of you may or may not have heard of it, but in Little Joe the Wrangler, a young boy shows up at the cow camp. He's been abused by his new ma. His pa married twice, and his new ma beat him every day or two. And the ranch boss took him under his wing. That's what I did with Genny with the G. And he ended up very soon being the wrangler. A wrangler in rodeo terminology is the hand that takes care of the horses. You have lots of horses on a cow ranch and in a cattle drive, and the wrangler takes care of the horses, and that's what sort of Genny did. We put her in charge of the stock, and after a little while she expressed an interest, said, "Well, how do these things reproduce?" And I said, "Well, I don't know. I guess they lay eggs. Here, get on the internet and talk to South America. I don't know if you speak South American, but they can translate it, send them a damn email or something." Well, and she did, and she took that over, and she's done very, very well with it.